Hello. Thank you for joining. Thank you for those who gonna watch those videos. Thank you for those who are watching my videos. I'm very grateful, and I'm thanking all my new subscribers. And for anybody else who's watching my video who like what they're seeing, please don't forget to like, comment, at least comment, so that I will know how to get better. And share, please share, just do it. That helps a lot and it encourages a lot. I didn't decide doing those videos because I want to be no, I'm not interested in all those fame, internet fame and all those things. But the truth is that taking your time to do those things, you're sharing information, you're sharing experience. The when you get the support, like people watching your video, it really encourages you. When you get the support, like people commenting or liking, it helps. I don't have any goal like to reach a certain amount. I'm not there for that. If I wanted to do that for the views only, I would have done that long time ago, and I would have made other content, different content. I know exactly what to do to get those views, all those things. I'm not interested on that. That's not what I'm interested on. I'm interested on like really sharing stuff that could like help somebody, or that could encourage somebody or anything like that. That's what it's about. I'm not here for anything else. So please, if you like the video, like. If you don't like the video, let me know. If you want comment, let me know so that I can get better. But just show me that you were there. Show me that you watched the video by commenting or by liking and by sharing. Thank you. So yes, I wanted to talk about my own experience on having two babies on the two. Yes, I got pregnant when my second one was just a year. And I had my baby when she was just 21 months. My third baby when she was just 21 months. And yes, it's something that I never really wanted to have baby close on age. I never wanted to do that. I know that a lot of people like to do it because they feel like I get everything done once. Both of them will be independent at once, and then it will be another chapter of my life. I won't have to worry about diapers and all those things. Me, I never been like that. Me, I always like to take my time with one. Obviously, if I had twins, that would be different, but I never had twins, so I will have my own child. I always say I want to have one child at a time. Take the time to look after them and everything, and like when they start school, something like that, I can have another one. But that's not what happened when I had my third child. It was a surprise. We were not expecting, but it came in, and I was just my second baby was just a year old. It was still breastfeeding, and that's when I got pregnant. And I can tell you that I was very scared, and I felt so guilty towards her because for me she was still a small baby, and I felt like I betrayed her. I felt like I left her down. I felt like, you can't even imagine. So I'm already a hands-on mom, but this time I compensated a lot. Even though I was tired with the early pregnancy and all the other things, I really like push myself like to really be there for her not to miss anything, for her not to be even neglected even for 1 minute. It was a lot. I felt guilty. I felt so guilty. I felt so bad for getting pregnant when she was still only a year old. So altogether, I think went very well. It's like, I think that we really have to learn to trust nature. We have to learn to trust ourselves. We also have to learn to trust our babies. Nothing happened for everything happened for a reason. Because why am I saying that? I'm saying it because my daughter, when she was born, she never sucked her thumb. She was not sucking her thumb. Out of nowhere, when she was 3 months old, she started sucking her thumb. And let me tell you that none of my kids is taking a pacifier. None of my kids is having a bottle. I've always breastfed my kids like exclusive breastfeeding until 6 months. After that, they start eating, and while I'm still breastfeeding them. So there's never been any like bottle, none of that, none of those things. But out of nowhere, when she was not born, she was not sucking her thumb. 3 months went by. After 3 months, she started sucking her thumb. That was the first thing. The second thing was, she, like, when she was like a year old, she had that blanket. None of my children have never done that. She had that blanket, very soft blanket, baby blanket. A particular one that she chose, and she will have the blanket with her. Like if she's tired or she won't sleep, she will sit down somewhere with her blanket. It started to rain. She will sit somewhere with the blanket and she'll be sucking her thumb while touching, touching the blanket, like to calm herself down. That was something amazing. I'm like, what is all this coming from? Like, say, I couldn't believe that, like, it just happened like that. If she was always like that from like the very beginning, if she was sucking her thumb from the beginning, I won't be surprised. But I didn't know why. And this is the people, anyone can think what they want. Me, I believe that. That's why I said that you have to trust nature. Nature does not make mistakes. Nature always know how things going. Like, I don't know, like the fact that she found her own way, like to really like calm herself down, to be really like, suit herself. I mean, it was just amazing. And all those things, I knew that I didn't want to have any other baby. By the time she was 6 months, I was categorical that I didn't want to have any other baby. So we were looking like for a natural way not to get pregnant again. It was in the process of looking for a natural way not to get pregnant that I got pregnant. So by the time I had a baby, so she already have all those things. She had her tummy, she had her blanket. So it was like that. And I was very lucky that she was, from the very, very beginning, she has been so caring with her brother. She was only 21 months when I came back from the hospital. And whenever the baby will start crying, she'll be the first one to run. She'll be saying, I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. And she will go to the baby. Obviously, she will realize that she cannot carry the baby. And she will come to me wherever I am. Mommy, the baby is crying. Like, very, like, firm and upset. Like, oh, hurry up. The baby is crying. Come and take off the baby. And mommy, hurry. The baby is crying. It has always been like that. So the whole time they were like little, they would never cry at the same time. Both of them would never cry at the same time. Because first of all, my kids don't cry much. So even if the brother is fussing, even she was crying, and she heard the brother fussing and like starting crying, she'll stop crying. And she'll pay close attention to whatever is happening with the brother, like very, 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 very protective. So that really, really saved me. It really saved me. But I'm not going to lie to you that attending to 2 babies of different age is very, very difficult. And I hear from like the professional saying that, acknowledging it. What happened with you? Why are you long like this? And good. Acknowledging that fact that normally a mom, that's not an insult. It's just how things work in the body. When you have a baby, your brain kind of change. No, your entire brain, no, but like part of your brain that is got to do with all that kind of adapt to the age of the baby. You adapt to the age of the baby. So whatever you take off the baby and all those things, the brain adapt to that. But when you have 2 babies of different age, the brain have to constantly switch from one baby to the other, because the 2 babies don't have the same needs. You see what I mean? So yeah, that part is complicated, because like they don't have the same needs. One that are twins, if both of them are taking the bottle, then you make bottle, you give them the bottle. If both of them are breastfeeding, you put them on the breast, the breastfeed. If both of them, they might not sleep every time at the same time, but most likely that they will be sleeping at the same time. But with 2 different babies, it's completely different. The pattern are different. The way they sleep is different. When everything is different. So constantly have to switch to that and the other one. So that was the part that was like a bit complicated. It's constantly like keeping in mind that she's still a baby too. I need to make time for her. I need to look after her. I need to attend to her. I need to, like constantly. But I'm very, very grateful because I was able to, to do it. It's not finished yet, because my boy I just turned 2, the last one, and my daughter now, she's 3.5. And so now that I'm more independent, they live their life together. They can leave me to go and play on their own, and all those things. Things are different, not the same anymore. Now both of them are considered to be toddlers right now. But back then, that was the thing. For me, it was not like, I was lucky. I was lucky because Like my baby, my daughter, she's very, very mature. And like I was saying earlier, those things that nature does and those things that she did as getting a blanket, like, you know, a blanket, that's a comfort blanket. Until these days, she still have that blanket. What is funny that she's not excessive about it. Anyone who knows her would never know that she's sucking her thumb. If they ever see her tied inside the house, they would never know. She only suck her thumb when it has always been like that from when she started sucking her thumb. If she's tired or if she's bored. And it continues to this day. Now it's only at night when she goes to bed. Or sometime during the daytime, she's tired or she's upset, she will sit down and she will get her blanket and she will start sucking her thumb. But anyone who knows outside the house, they don't know that she suck her thumb. So those were that. Like if I say what are the pro, I mean the positive side is that they have each other, you know, and since they really love each other, they are really protective towards each other, they are very, very caring with each other. So it's very, very lovely, you know, like it's very, very beautiful to see. It's very, very, I mean, it warmed my heart, you know, to see them like that. And my only wish is for it to carry on like that to the adult, you know, to always be there for each other. So that's what it is. They play together, so it's not too much, because I know what it is to have one child alone and who doesn't have a sibling. So I had that with my first daughter, where I have to make it a thing that to play with her constantly, to do everything with her, because she was alone. But this time around, I don't have to. I don't have to. And most of the time, I sit with them, we read together, we play together. But those are not things that I have to constantly do. They have each other. So they play together, they do those things together. I don't want the video to be too long, please. Don't be annoyed with the part 1, part 2. I really have to do it, because when I do it, then I can upload my video easily. But when I don't do it, it just a lot of headache, because the video don't upload, and then it's just difficult. So that's why I rather do 12-13 minute video and then do another one, part 1, part 2, so that they are not too long. So please just come straight for the part 2. I'm not gonna stay long. I'm just gonna wrap it up and finish. Please, part 2.